Now looking at my stock portfolio, the stock market just opened. Let's refresh the page, see what it looks like here. It already refreshed to 687,000. Whoa, 697. Yeah, baby. It just jumped up by like $13,000. That was great. $686,000. That's where my net worth is at right now. Unfortunately, this is down from $18,000 from last week. I was at $704,000 last week. I was so excited to cross that $700,000 marker. Felt like such a big milestone, but unfortunately the stock market went down just a little bit, bringing my net worth down. The market ebbs and flows, it goes up and down, and because my entire net worth is tied to the stock market, well, my portfolio also goes up and down. But I'm not really worried about it because, you know, we always know it goes back up. What I am worried about, though, is that I have no electricity in my apartment right now. Take a look outside. This is from my patio, from my apartment complex here in southern Chile. I'm living in the mountains. It snowed last night. A lot of that snow's going away, but I have no electricity. I haven't had electricity for like 10 hours, and I'm getting a little cold. I thought about putting a coat on. And check this out. I hope I don't work today. There's no snow in the house right now, and we are going up a mountain to just go see more snow. It's Friday. This is typically when I'm posting the budget video. It might be out today, it might not be, but yeah, this is great. This is why I live in the mountains, so I can enjoy stuff like this. So yeah, we just got back from that car ride, and I really didn't want to make this video today, but I am committed to running through my budget with you every single Friday. So I said, look, I'm going to create this video. If the electricity comes back on, then I will upload it from here. If not, I will go to a cafe. I will force myself, oh, it'll be so godly awful. I will force myself to go buy like a cheesecake and some coffee while I upload with the cafe's internet from somewhere else. So I hope that the internet does come back on here. Wink, wink. I don't really mind. But we are committed to doing our budget every single week, no matter what. If there's a nuclear fallout, if there's a volcano, if there's snow, sleet, hail, whatever, money still has to be budgeted, and that's exactly what we're doing. So I am sharing my journey with you. You will see exactly how I am spending my $60,000 a year salary. That's how much money my wife and I are bringing in as household income. You will see exactly how I'm dividing up all of that in percentages. You will see then exactly how I'm spending my money, the fun stuff. Being on a budget is not restricting yourself. It's giving you permission to spend your money, and it's giving all of your money a job, because without a job, your money kind of just floats away. It disappears. It just disappears. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've gone out and then you come home, you check your bank account, and you're like, I swear to God, I had more money than that last night, and then I came home and now there's way less money. So it's a terrible feeling, and just being on a budget makes you prioritize what is worth your time and your money. What should you be spending stuff on? So I will show you exactly how I'm spending all of my money, what is important to me, and then lastly, I will show you how I'm investing my money, what my stock portfolio is sitting at, and you will see all of my net worth broken down from my bank account to my emergency fund to my investments, everything like that. So let's get started first with my $60,000 a year salary. That's $5,000 a month, pretty modest, honestly. I break it up into 22% goes into my groceries, 26% goes to my rent, 8% goes to lifestyle maintenance, 14% goes to my fixed expenses, and 16% goes to my experiences / disposable income. I'll show you what I mean by these. And then lastly, the most important is my investments. I invest 14% of my income every single month. And that is the whole point of all of this, because if we create a budget, but we're not building wealth, like what's the point of the budget, right? So the whole point of the budget is to allocate less money than what you're earning. So if you're earning $60,000, learn to spend $50,000 so you can invest that last $10,000. That's exactly what I'm doing here, and that's how you build wealth. The investment part is the most important part. If you want to build wealth faster, if you want to build more wealth, then you should invest more than 14%. And if you are just content on building, you know, $1 million. If you're 25 to 35, you're only investing 14, 15%, you're going to have $1 million by the time you're 60. So it's totally up to you. And this is how my budget is laid out. Now, did I hit my goals for the week? So you will see this is my budget from last Friday, August 15th through Thursday, August 21st. That is how I do my weekly budgets, Fridays through Thursdays. Today's Friday, August 22nd, so I started the new week on my budget. So here's all of those percentages broke up into the numbers. These are the dollar signs, the dollar amount I'm trying to hit every week. So groceries, I should be spending $275 a week, no more than that. This past week, I spent $267.24. So I'm doing really good there. Lifestyle maintenance is $100 a week. That's how much I have budgeted. I spent $68.11. Again, right there on target. Experience and discretionary, I give my wife and I $200 a week just to like go out to bars, go to cabins, go skiing, go whatever, scuba diving, even though we're not at a scuba location right now. I give ourselves $200 a week for that. This past week, we spent $113.97. You're going to see exactly on what. This is going to be a fun one. So we're still on budget there. Fixed expenses, $175. That's how much my expenses are every single week. And they came in at $105 for this past week. So my total spend ex rent, which we'll get to, should be every single week just on groceries, lifestyle, expenses, etc. I should be spending no more than $750 a week. And this week I spent $554. So I'm $146 under budget, which is nice because if I keep this up, that's an additional $146 that I'm actually going to have to invest at the end of the month. And here's my total monthly spend. So I have everything, every single dollar. Like I said, I'm bringing in $5,000 a month and I have all of this. My total spend a month should equal $5,000, including my investments. Every single one of my dollars has a name. I give a job to all of my dollars. None of my money just gets to do whatever it wants. I know what I'm doing with all of my money all the time. And you have to also know how much money you're making, how much you're spending, how much you're investing every single month, because if you don't, there's a low chance you're going to be building wealth. Now, here's my total monthly spend. Right now, I'm sitting at $3,012. That's how much I've spent everything. So far this month, I've spent $776 on groceries. I've spent $110 on this lifestyle maintenance. I've spent $414 on experiences and discretionary. Fixed expenses are at $436. And you can see like right here, for example, I have $1,100 for the total month allocated, and I've spent $776 so far. So I'm doing really good. And on this investment line right here, you can see I have $1,987. It's a blue square, a blue cell. I haven't actually invested this money yet. But here's the thing, if the month were to end, I would be able to invest $1,987 right now because I'm going to be bringing in $5,000. I've only spent $3,000 so far. And that's how much I have left over. So we're doing really good because today's August 22nd. The month's almost over. I think we're 30 days in August. So like we have 8 days left, maybe 9 days left. And I've only spent $3,000 of my total $5,000. My investments should be $700 for the entire month. And right now, if the month were to end, I'd be at $1,987. So doing really good. We're building real wealth over here. I'm way ahead of schedule. Did good last week, did good the week before. I'm sticking to it. This is what a disciplined, good budget looks like. So this is what your budget should look like too. You should just see all this green. If I wasn't hitting my targets, I would have to change these boxes to red. Now, here's the fun stuff. Here's where you get to see how I'm spending all of my actual money. So we go over here to the Excel spreadsheet. Actually, I'm on Google Sheets. I am a spreadsheet warrior. I know that there's a lot of apps out there. Dave Ramsey probably has the most famous one, or at least he claims to, the Every Dollar app. I've tried those. Personally, I'm not a fan of them. I like to run my budget. I like to put in the numbers myself. It just makes me feel like I'm really I really have a pulse on all of this, right? Like I have my fingertips on all of it. I'm literally entering in the numbers myself. And we live in a cashless world and I use a credit card. So it's not like I ever feel the cash actually going out of my wallet. And I never feel that pain of taking the greenback out of my back pocket and handing it over to somebody and saying, oh, this hurts me. You know, I swipe a credit card too, and heck, I don't even swipe a credit card anymore. I just tap to pay. So I like to personally manually do all of these numbers, check my bank account on a daily basis, every single day, update my budget, because then it just makes me feel much more aware about the money I'm spending, because we just live in this like tap to pay, enter in a couple digits on your computer world, and it doesn't ever feel like you're really spending it. So for me, I prefer this Google Sheet. So here we are, August 15th, last week through Friday, or can't talk, Friday, August 15th, last week through Thursday, August 21st. Groceries should be $275 a week. Here's where you see that I spent $267. Here I did my supermarket run. I had $225 spent, and oh yeah, the power's back. Yeah, yes, I'm so happy. I'm gonna have to rush through this now just so I can go eat my breakfast. It's 10 o'clock, 10:30, and I haven't got breakfast yet. But okay, back to the budget. Sorry, I spent the $225 at the supermarket on my first run, and then whenever I need to go back to the supermarket throughout the week, I will also, do supermarket runs and add them in here on the grocery bill. So got my full supermarket cart, eating good around here. I did go back to the supermarket 2 separate times. I was visiting a cabin for Pauli's birthday, and we spent $26 up there. And then we also went back and bought some chocolate for $14. So my primary supermarket run was $225, and then I did these extra little runs throughout the week, coming in at $267 in total for the supermarket run. Now, here's the lifestyle maintenance, and this is the stuff that's like not fun to buy, but it's also not discretionary in terms of like, I got to go to a cabin for my wife's birthday, or if I wanted to buy a new video game or something like that. This is like, this is a perfect example, facial cream. Here's one of the facial creams I buy right there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I buy this facial cream and I use it. I love it because I got facial hair, and this one is like light enough. Anybody that's out there that wants to use it, what is this called? Revital Fit Ácido Hialurónico. That's it. Anybody that's out there that wants to use this, if you have a beard, your husband has a beard, your boyfriend has a beard, anything like that, I recommend that cream because it doesn't leave any white in the beard. But yeah, this is the non-fun stuff that I enjoy, but it's not really fun. So it goes in my lifestyle maintenance. This was $15.28. And then Pauli bought 2 things. She bought a curling iron and nail strengthener plus toner. Pal, show them what you bought. Here she is. Oh, let's make this a little bit wider.
Hello.
There she is.
Hello everyone. Well, I bought a couple things as he said. This is an iron curler, I think is the word. So I have like curly hair. But for that I need a toner, so I need to protect
Let's show
my
them with
hair.
this toner.
The other way.
Oh, I'm not good at these. I'm awful. There it is.
The influencer.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, it's to protect.
Between the facial cream and the toner, I feel like we're actually now skincare influencers, not personal finance.
We
budgeting.
are. And then I also bought the...
I feel like they don't even care, but I'm trying so hard.
I feel like influencers do this. So I bought these that it's for my nails because they're very weak. So this is a nail strengthener. So yeah, this is what I bought this week.
That is it. And wait, don't go. We also have Pauli's birthday gift. It was $113.97. And I am so romantic that I got the package right here. Is this still blurry? I think it's blurry. I got the package. We're not even gonna wrap this. We're just gonna do, they wrapped it for us, right?
They did.
It's a nice yellow package and it's yellow gift wrapper. She already got her gift. We went to the cabin, which I'll show you. And last week I talked about booking this cabin, this Airbnb. This was like a one-off gift that it randomly came to me. And we actually I set back over $600 for her birthday. She's worth $600. So I set back, or more, okay. So I didn't mind, but I didn't wrap it. So we're gonna do the wrapping right now.
Yay!
Wait, go get some scissors. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. What is
Oh my
it?
gosh, yes! I've been wanting one of these for so long. It's like an Insta camera. I don't know how to say it. You know, like those cameras that you take the photo and they print stuff. Yeah! I love it.
It's
I'm
like
so excited.
it comes with film. You use film for it. It's like a updated. You know those Kodak cameras that we used whenever we were kids. Our parents would give them to us, like the disposable film camera. That's it. It's like a disposable film camera, except a little bit more updated. They're newer. They're nicer. They're not disposable. You don't throw it away. The film is disposable, but the camera itself isn't disposable. Wait, there it is.
I'm so excited.
That's pretty nice. I like
She's
the
so
color.
pretty.
One of the cool things also is that I set back $600, but take a look at this. So here's her film camera and our experiences in discretionary for this past week. But then I also have the Airbnb for her birthday, which was $126. Now I set back that $600 from last week's income, and I didn't invest it because I was going to spend this for her birthday. But this is actually now just falling into my budget for the week because I have $200 just every single week set aside for spending, and I spent $113 on this camera. And same with last week, I had $200 set aside, discretionary. We spent a total of $160, where I also threw in that Airbnb as a part of that experience. So even though I've set back $600, she's gonna call me a cheapskate. I hope she doesn't hear all this I'm saying. Even though I've set back $600 for her birthday, I haven't even spent any of it because it's just fallen into the budget here. So
So we have $600 for my birthday, yes!
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, now she's gonna say, oh, well, we still have $600. But that's just how it is. So I haven't even gone over budget and needed to use that savings yet that I set back, which is nice because I should be able to add that at the end of this month to the investments. We're looking really good on the investment front. So that was the experiences in discretionary for the week, $113.97. Going back to the lifestyle maintenance, we had one last thing, which was our bread run, $9.02. I think I'm gonna make this like our famous bread run. We go get bread every single week. I love bread, I eat it every day. Now that the power's back on, about to go eat my sourdough bread and scrambled eggs. I love it, it's my favorite. And we always get something new while we're there too. These are some chipas. I think it's some type of root with some cheese in it. I honestly don't even know, but they are good. And this was our bread run for the week. So our lifestyle maintenance came in at $68.11. That was on target. Here was our experiences in discretionary, $113.97. That was on target. And then going back to my wife's, or to Pally's birthday gift for last week, the Airbnb, I promised that I would show you exactly how that turned out for the past weekend. It was so nice. It was about an hour drive from our apartment here, up in the mountains. It was a 2-bedroom cabin, and we had a lot of fun. It sat on right next to a river. We could see the snow-capped mountains from the kitchen window. There was also just like livestock outside of our kitchen window. That was super cool. And I was able to set up a fire pit. We started a fire in the night, and I got to cook a lot. I made a pasta one night. I made chicken curry another night. Breakfast. Ooh, I never even do bacon with my scrambled eggs and toast, but I did take my bread because I love it. I got my French press coffee. I got my toast. I got my scrambled eggs. It was such a good time. And that was only $126. Plus, going back on the budget here, just taking a look, we did that supermarket run for $26.89. Then we also did the chocolate that we got. So just adding up all of that Airbnb plus the supermarket runs while we were there, it only came out to $167, and we took some food with us. So maybe this entire weekend cost $200, and that's a lot. I don't even think it cost $200. That would have been a lot. So I love life down here in Chile, right? It's a lot more affordable. I get to save a lot of money. I get to do a lot of stuff. I think I have a higher quality of life living outside of the US than I do in the US because I get to do so much stuff with the money I have here. It goes such a far way. So we were on budget. The last thing are the fixed expenses. This is the most boring stuff out there. It's just part of being an adult. You got to spend money on to take care of things. So we spent $8.48 on laundry. Our maid came. She comes once a a week, $37.12. PlayStation Game Pass, this is fine, but I throw my subscriptions and my fixed expenses. Maybe they shouldn't belong there. I don't know. I haven't budgeted out. I'm saving money. I'm building wealth, so it works for me. Then also HBO, $7.26. And lastly, gas for the car. We had to drive up to that cabin, and it did take us $41.45. Got to get there, got to come back, but I still have like a half a tank of gas right now, so it's okay. So fixed expenses came in at $105. Looking at my net worth, it is $686,000. I have a $16,433 emergency fund. My bank account's sitting at $2,498, and then I have $2,350 in cash because I have just greenbacks here, $100 bills in Chile as I travel around. I never know when I'm going to need them. I wish I didn't have them because now I have over $5,000 in just cash that could be invested, but whatever, that's just the way it is. And lastly, now looking at my stock portfolio, the stock market just opened. Let's refresh the page, see what it looks like here. It already refreshed to 687,000. Whoa, 697. Yeah, baby. It just jumped up by like $13,000. That was great. So now we're at $697,000. Let's go. See, the stock market just ebbs and flows. It goes up and down. I'm looking at it right now. It's up here, let's go to it. Up 1.33%. These are actually the top 3 indexes I have. VTI, VGT, IVV, VOO should also be in here. 1.32% IVV, 1.7% VGT, 1.47. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is cooking. 697, click it in, there it is. So we are officially at $697,000. 1 day change, look at that, up 1.4% in my total portfolio. $10,000, just like that. This large numbers get crazy. 1.4% for me right now is $10,000. If we look at it on the 1 month change, up 16,127%. I love clicking around on these buttons. If I go back 3 months, up $115,000. A lot of that had to do with me getting laid off from my last job. Actually, the company got bought out and I sold some equity in the company, and then I got over $100,000 at a single time, which was great. Not complaining. Go back 6 months, $238,000. So that's where we're sitting right now in the portfolio. I have $697,000. Now I'm back to that $700,000 marker exactly. So look, this is the budget. You need to give every dollar every name. Live on less than you earn. Live on a budget. Give every single dollar you have a name. Get good investments. I like VTI. I like VGT. I like VOO. Just choose any one of those 3 and you will probably get way richer than you ever thought you would. And this is how I'm doing it. This is how I'm getting to my $1 million by the time I'm 32. So if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give me a like also, so I will be motivated to keep creating these for you and that other people can also find these videos and build wealth for themselves. And I will see you next week.